Welcome back to Healthy Living for Life. Going through menopause can raise your risk for a number of health problems, including heart disease, stroke, and osteoporosis. Dr. McMahon and Dr. O'Leary will talk with us about those risks and how women can avoid them. All right, so we're back, and I want to talk about alternative therapies again. So I'm going to switch to you, Dr. McMahon. What other alternative therapies are there for women?
Well, the biggest and newest would be, there's a new laser called the Mona Lisa Touch laser that is used frequently in people that have had breast cancer or uterine cancer, which are contraindications to estrogen, or they just don't like the way the estrogen works. And this is usually vaginal estrogen of some type. Vaginal estrogen is certainly the number one or the starting point for just about everybody. But if they can't use that, this laser is specifically designed to injure the vaginal skin on purpose, about 10% of the vaginal skin. And there's tissue fibroblasts, which are the cells that make new skin. And these fibroblasts come in, and as they repair the 10% damage to the vaginal skin, they also grow new skins. So the skin goes from 2-3 cell layers thick to 20-30 cell layers thick with much better lubrication and elasticity of the tissues, and people are able to do what they want to do.
Okay. So before menopause, women are generally at less risk for heart disease. And then after menopause, that sort of changes. Why is that?
We think it's because they lack estrogen. I mean, the estrogen is beneficial to the blood vessels. They help the blood vessels to expand. What's interesting is that women's risk of heart disease and heart attacks is about the same as men's by the time they're 70. And so we think it's the lack of estrogen that actually has a lot to do with that.
What can women do to reduce their risk?
The same old story. Don't smoke, exercise, try to control their weight. Basically, that's it.
Strokes. Strokes are also an issue. What can women do about that?
It's all pretty much the same story. Don't smoke, and I keep saying that, but that's a big one. Try to control your body weight, exercise. Baby aspirin once a day, 81 milligrams, can potentially help with all of that as well. But that's something definitely to talk to your doc about, because that's what we do, and the information changes all the time.
All right, we'll switch gears and we'll go to Dr. O'Leary to talk about osteoporosis. So we've mentioned that several times. Talk in more detail about osteoporosis and menopause.
Yeah, so osteoporosis, again, our pesky friend estrogen, when we decrease that, it causes a lot of issues, also on the bones. A few things that you can do to help that are not medication related: calcium, vitamin D supplements, actually strength weight training can help build your bone or at least reduce your bone loss if you aren't interested in medications. Hormone replacement therapy is one thing that can help if you are entering the medications for treatment as well. And then there are a host of different types of medications that can help increase or build back bone if you've lost some, in many different formulations, and usually there's a formulation and a route that works well for you, sometimes a daily medication, sometimes a yearly injection. So there's plenty of things out there that can help build that bone back.
So we've touched on it, but let's take a step back. What is osteoporosis?
Yeah, osteoporosis is a definable condition where you have lost a significant amount of your bone mass, making you at increased risk of fractures, potentially life-threatening fractures if it is of, the hip, and we want to make sure that women don't have fractures, especially later on in life.
So we also mentioned urinary incontinence. Let's talk more about that. So why is that an increase during menopause?
Yeah, again, our friend estrogen. So as the estrogen is decreased, like Dr. McMahon had mentioned, it acts in the vaginal area. It also plays a huge role in the skin or in the tissue around the urethra, the tube that opens from the bladder. And so as that tissue also thins, it become weak, and you're prone to leaking urine with just daily activities, lifting, bending, stretching, exercise, and then also having issues with urinary frequency or urgency potentially, the feeling of always needing to go pee, or do I have a UTI? Those symptoms sometimes are just lack of estrogen.
So some women, to counter that, drink less water. I'm assuming you would not advise women to do that. Is that correct?
Usually we don't want women to decrease the amount of fluid they're drinking, because that is needed for their body functions. Some treatments of this could include the vaginal estrogen. That also works on the tissue of the bladder, of the urethra. The Mona Lisa laser as well has shown some benefit to the bulking of tissue around the urethra as well. So those are two good options for women.
Okay. So in the few seconds we have left, Dr. McMahon, any final closing thoughts on women?
I guess the only thing I was thinking of with incontinence specifically is physical therapy frequently will help, and exercises that people can do on their own. And that's something we can definitely teach.
Thank you both so much. That was great. Thanks for being here today, and we thank our viewers for watching. Until next time, stay fit, stay well, and stay healthy for life with Healthy Living for Life.
Healthy Living for Life is brought to you by Mountain Pacific Quality Health. We'd love to hear from you. If you have suggestions for future programs, visit our website at mpqhf.org or call us at 406-443-4020. You can also catch us on YouTube by visiting our website and clicking on the YouTube icon. Special thanks to Fire Tower Coffee House and Roasters. Production facilities provided by Video Express Productions.